Hey, what's up, guys? Back with some more Saints Row info. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the radio stations, which genre of music each radio station plays, and I just want to take a look at Saints Row the Third's radio station list just to do a comparison. Let's get into it. Now, my memory is a little fuzzy, but I don't remember Saints Row ever having a radio wheel. Now, I could be wrong, though. I know Saints Row the Third didn't for sure. But here's a list of all the genres of music that are going to be played on each individual station. And I also would just like to take a look at Saints Row the Third and its radio stations by comparison. Now, I believe so far in the build that everyone's played, it's only been 10 radio stations. Now, they've gone on record saying that it was supposed to be 12. I don't know if they're going to have, two more become unlocked or if they cut them from development. With that being said, though, 10 is still more than what we got in Saints Row the Third because it was only 8 radio stations. So it is a bit of an improvement, from that regard. Also, I also have some information about crossplay. Now, crossplay is basically going to be the same as it was with the Saints Row the Third remaster, and this is good. That was one of the best things about it. I was able to play with my brother on PS5 while I was still on PS4. I was very surprised they had that feature, and I'm glad to see it's returning. Now, there isn't going to be no crossplay between the consoles. PC can't play with console players, and PlayStation players cannot play with Xbox players. But, it's still nice that you can go across the generation. Like Xbox One can play with X Series, PlayStation 5 can play with PlayStation 4. I applaud them for doing that. In my opinion, I think that they're the only ones I know of that have done that. I haven't really played any other games that allowed you to go cross-gen. I was expecting this. I'm glad it's confirmed. Okay, with all that out the way, I wanted to ask my viewers and subscribers, has your opinion towards this game changed after seeing all this new gameplay and getting all this new information? Like, are you still feeling the same way you were after the reveal, or you feel like it's a better game now, you're actually interested, you might buy it? Me personally, I will admit that I'm impressed at the level of polish they've shown. Like they improved a lot. I was expecting them to leave a lot of things in the earlier builds broken, and they didn't. They actually fixed them, and that surprised me. Because I mean, coming off of Agents of Mayhem and Get Out of Hell, both of those games, in my opinion, were very poor quality titles. I had I hadn't really expected much from Volition in a while. I will admit they did surprise me as far as quality goes for this game. With that being said, though, my biggest issue has been the characters and the gameplay, but I'm gonna start with the characters first. I personally just don't like any of these characters. They all seem really annoying and cringy and try hard. Like I don't know, I feel like they should have gotten the writers they had from the past titles. Like this one thing I'm really big on with game development. It's not the publisher, it's not the name of the game. It's the people that work on these titles. It's the developers, it's the writers. These are the lifeblood of these games, and without them, you just have these soulless husks that these corporations just push out for profit. And that's kind of what this game feels like to me as far as the story goes, a soulless husk. I just hate everybody. I mean, like, I don't think I've seen one redeeming character in this entire game, and that's sad. It's like it's not even one person. I'm like, okay, he's alright. Everybody seems to annoy the hell out of me. I don't really think the voice acting is up to par either. I mean, like, a lot of the voice actors sound like they don't really have a lot of experience, and they did a lot of things in one take. In comparison to Saints Row 2, where they had an all-star cast, I mean, you got to look at who they had, man. They had movie stars. I mean, you look at the voice actor for Julius. I mean, you look at the voice actor for Benjamin King. They had literally like all-star talent. And here, you have amateurs that sounded like they've never done this before a day in their life. Also, too, the writing just seems very juvenile and poor. That's just my opinion, though. As far as gameplay goes, there are two things about this game that have been annoying the hell out of me. And the first one is the fact that the developers have been saying it's like Saints Row 2 throughout this game's entire development, and I have not seen a single feature return from Saints Row 2. There's no fighting styles, there's no tagging, you cannot pick up any object in the game world and use it as a weapon or throw it, there's no cribs, there's literally nothing from Saints Row 2 that made Saints Row 2 Saints Row 2, and it's just false advertisement. And I see a lot of people defending them. They have a whole defense force. And their defense is, oh well, it's 2022. What they did back then wouldn't fly now, and that's bullshit. Because there's plenty of amazingly fun things that are in Saints Row 2 that are not controversial. They're just fun, great design choices, and they're not bringing them back because they're lazy, in my honest opinion. There's so much stuff that should be in this game that they just haven't done because it never really was. It never was an idea to, bring back these features. It was just something they were going to say to appease the fans and get people to buy the game. Now, I mean, I know I've been, neutral, but I'm just giving my own personal opinion in this rant towards the end. The second thing that bothers me about this game is, where are the Saints? Where are the homies? Where are the recruitable homies? Where's your gang at? Until I see that, I'm not spending a dime. Like, that's what's gonna make or break it for me. That's like the thing that's gonna, define if I get the game or not. Also, too, I want to know if the strongholds are coming back. I'm talking about the real strongholds, not that bullshit we got in Saints Row the Third, to where it was just missions titled strongholds. I meant like individual strongholds, like Saints Row 1 and 2. Until I see that, I'm not really sold yet. That's just me personally, though. But hey, talk about it in the comments, man. This is just my opinion, just my little rant. If you disagree, that's cool. Keep it respectful, because I will delete comments that get too crazy. And that goes for comments against my subscribers also. Keep it respectful in the comment section, y'all. Thanks for watching.